Wooly is
Order. Yes, order. Yes, Honorable Chair, this is a very simple thing. It's like if they accuse you of stealing, then you say it is a culture in our family to steal. So therefore you should not prosecute me because it is our culture. That's what they are saying. When somebody accuses you of stealing his property or her property, then you cannot go back again and say it is culture or it is a norm or something. That is what they are saying here. So I think if we remove this thing, then how can you catch anybody? Because everybody will say it is our culture, it is our norm, it is our. We cannot remove this because if nothing will happen.
now Attorney General. I think this one is like if you are given any donation or gift or anything based on you think is customary, you cannot use that as an evidence.
No, actually, what it means, donations and gifts.
You cannot use that as a defense, rather.
Let me just explain. Donations, gifts, and all other forms of undue advantage are listed in the definition of undue advantage. So, if, for instance, a particular donation given to you, let's say a social occasion, we use that as an example because it's listed on the 75, that's the last one, on a social occasion. Think of any social occasion, and somebody donates you. All right? Well, I don't want to mention how much. So if somebody donates you on a social occasion, and that donation,
Please, order, please. Diba, please take your seat. After the AG, you explain to him.
that donation.
No, now start.
Okay. That's why I referred you back to the definition of undue advantage. It's a long definition. A lot of things are there, gifts, donations, and so on and so forth. All of them, depending on the context that you receive them, may constitute undue advantage. Now, if somebody donates you on a social occasion, whatever, and that donation that you receive later forms part of a finding that has become an undue advantage for you, then in a proceeding in a court of law, you are prevented from raising culture as a defense. Like it's normal, for example, if we say naming ceremony or wedding, you cannot stand in court to say, well, for instance, if it is a donation, right? I have a wedding and somebody donated me something valuable. And then later it turns out that that donation is linked to a corruption issue. And I'm accused that, okay, that donation that you received at your wedding from Mr. or Miss Y has caused an undue advantage. You've earned has caused an undue influence on you in your public service. I wouldn't be hard in a court to say, no. That donation was purely cultural because it's normal in our social setup that when people have naming ceremonies or weddings, they receive donations. So Section 75 is saying that argument that it is our culture will not be admissible in a court of law.
Order. Now, honorable members, Central Badibu, please take your seat. Order. Now, what the minister explanation, yes, I will get all of you, Busambala and orders. Yes, your name is here. Please, order. From the explanation, Central Badibu Sanementring, from the explanation, if you have a naming ceremony or wedding ceremony or an event, and I come to the event and donate you a bull or so, and later on findings found out that that was, and then
it must be linked to an issue.
An issue.
Yeah.
Then I cannot use, or you cannot use the fact that it was a customary or culture to go to event and donate, and I was donated this bull. So now what will happen to you, the one donated?
No, this is, remember, we are towards the end of the bill. The area there we are now deals with proceedings. How evidence is obtained and presented in a court of law. Usually examples are not good, I shy away from it, but sometimes you need to give people context to understand. Let me give it this way. If you come, you donate me, you use bull, but you can use anything very valuable. And then subsequently, it turns out that the person that donated you that, maybe later you awarded him a contract. Now, if they now, part of the evidence they have against you to accuse you that you have been bribed, they now bring that issue of donation. There may be a string of other issues. But if they say, okay, even at your naming ceremony, this guy donated you a bull, and we believe because that bull had an undue influence on you, that's why you gave him a contract. Section 75 is saying you will not be hard during that proceeding for you to use culture as a defense. To say, no, but you cannot use that donation at my naming ceremony against me because that is part of our social tradition. 75 is saying, no, you can't, if you say that, it will not be accepted. So my role is to explain, and now if you need further explanation, but when you understand it, the decision is yours. But maybe we can go and do more further explanation, or those of you who understand can share with your colleagues how you understand it.
Thank you. On my list, Opafuladu. Open, that's one all. Okay. Jara Central.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable Chair. To me, Honorable Chair, undue advantage, the definition is too ambitious, and in fact over-ambitious. So, to me, the clause is not telling well. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Now, Busumbala.
Thank you very much, Chair. For me, I support this provision very well, simply because if you listen to Minister's explanation, gifts or donations that are given to you and they have no bearing, no connection with the issue that you are facing at somewhere, will not be used against you. But if gift you receive a gift or a donation from somebody and later find out that it's because of X, Y, Z, that's why that donation was given to you. And in that particular context, you are facing a trial in connection to, that where that gift was given to you. So there you'll be linked to it. But if you don't, if you are given a donation or a gift and it has no connection whatsoever for you to render a favor to that individual, then you are safe. To me,
Thank you. Thank you, Central Badibu.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, this is very clear. It must be linked to an issue. You understand? If I'm given a car because of my wedding, whatsoever it is, if there is no problem in town, no problem in Gambia, I'm safe in my car. But if there is an issue surrounding that car or the person who gave me the car, that's the time the person I cannot, if I'm called to answer, I cannot say that, no, this is a birthday present, whatever it is. I think this law is good. So because you are trying to fight against a corruption. So once you don't have this thing, you are allowing corruption to walk naked on the street.
Member for Serekunda. Young West.
Honorable Chair, I think the Minister's explanation was very clear. For instance, if today we had looked at a resolution from FPAC, if the permanent secretary from Ministry of Health goes to the naming ceremony of the FPAC chairperson and give him a bull today, definitely he cannot explain that to be a norm. So this is what it is exactly trying to tell us. So I think it's a good one.
Joshua.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I think we have to be very careful here. I mean, Suleiman.
No, honorable member, please. Please.
He's disturbing me. He's
please.
talking.
Central Badibu. You cannot refer to him as his name.
Oh. Honorable Chair, I think we have to be very careful here. This thing that we are preparing here is not for us, or just for the past people. This is going for tomorrow, and it involves everyone. This is about a gift somebody gives you. If he gives you something unknown to you, I can have a naming ceremony, and my militants comes to me and donate me anything that they donate me. Or I go, they have a naming ceremony, I go and donate them something out of goodwill. And tomorrow something comes out of it that it was unknown to them. They didn't know that anything I am giving them was meant for a purpose. The reason why I was giving just based off my relationship with them. So if anything comes out of it, are they liable? No. This is what he's saying. He's saying that they are liable.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Nyanija.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. To me, I definitely hold other place. I had to hold a contrary view to what is happening. Can I be heard, please? I hold a contrary view to what is happening. To me, as far as I understand, even from the minister's explanation, I am not convinced. I am definitely not convinced this law is not meant for certain actions. Because personally, anything that has to deal with our tradition and culture, if you want to touch it, despite how best that law is, I am against it. Honestly, I get it wrong, no problem. That is my thinking, that's my opinion. To me, Honorable Speaker, please let's put this to vote and we move. Let's remove this. It's not a good law.
Now, Minister.
Chairman, Chair, I have been raising my tax.
Minister, I want to ask you a question. You can note it down. You know, you talked about this. Now someone donated someone a bull or whatever, and later on, after 1 year or 2 years, if I donate you, I am from your constituency or I know you and I am a businessman, and I come and donate you with $1 million during your naming ceremony or whatever, and after 1 year, or campaign, one of them is still campaign, they are worried about campaign. And after 1 year or so, and then the one who donated is engulfed into something, and investigation realized that he was found wanting for, let's say, for the past 5 years have been investigated. And then now you, the one donated, and the item, you have used it already. Note it down, Madam Minister. Now the member for Lower Salu.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I stand to agree with you the way you start your argument. Honorable Chair, in Gambia context, you know, normally people keep records, especially if they are hunting you. Honorable Chair, a particular time whereby you, this social, honorable member for Yanijak, is a best of friend. Now, all of a sudden, he has a position. He gave me a donation. So later on his institution or department, I want a contract. After I win that contract, now the people forget our relationship. And when I'm qualified to win that contract, now they can use that evidence against
Please allow him to. You will have your time, please. Central Badibu, please, you cannot face him. Central Badibu, face me.
Honorable Chair, they want to distract me. We know each other since 2017. We are here. Honorable Chair, now I am qualified to win that contract. After winning that contract, now the team that I'm competing with, they feel this thing, the way it's going, it should not be. Now, Honorable Chair, you are even not concentrated.
I am facing you directly now.
Honorable Chair, to conclude, here in our social activities, I don't think this part is suit there. Because the issue here is, Honorable Chair, people, relationship come before pleasure. After him giving me that contract, now people would now ready to what he has given to me before. And they forget our relationship. Now they can use that against me, where you cannot defend yourself in the court of law.
Thank you. And I think this clause will be deleted. Now, member for Sanementreng.
Yeah. We cannot delete it. Let's put it to a vote. Hello? Yeah.
Member for Sanementreng. Or she's not around. Sami.
Thank you very much, Chair. I think let's just leave it as it is. We all know that as friends, as relatives, sometimes somebody will give you something during your traditional activities like naming ceremony and other things. So, and after, I don't think whether that person can use that to against you on something. So we just leave it as it is, definitely. It's not even the person who is it.
Thank you very much. Sanementreng. Sami, I gave you the floor, now you are engaging with Wuli Is. Latikunda.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. You see, I think the AG, we didn't pay attention to what the AG was trying to explain. When we are making laws, let's be very, very careful. Laws are meant for, should be sustainable and they should protect something in the future. Now, let me give you a classic example. Like if I am a project manager for road construction and we send out our bids, contractors bidded for this particular road construction. But one of the contractors gave me 2 cars just to win this contract.
Order, please.
I'm giving examples.
Go back to your seat.
So you after both the technical and financial evaluation, this particular contractor wins this contract because of those 2 cars he gave me. This is what they're trying to explain. So you cannot delete this from the laws. Do you understand? Because it's an issue now. But if it's not linked to an issue, if we are friends, if I give Honorable Kante $2 million because he's my friend, that's okay. But if you give something to receive something, this is what the law is trying to say here. You give something to receive something. Why are you going to delete that from the laws? Please.
Member for Janjamure.
Chair, I want to recognize that it's a good law. I don't think we are here to make laws and also take a cover-up around either culture or religion. I think as parliamentarians, we should desist from such. If that is the case, it's better we throw away the Constitution and bring the Quran or Bible to guide our processes.
Thank you, Fonyi Bintan.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, it is simple. For instance, today, I steal a phone and give it to you. When they are searching, they will arrest you and arrest me. It is the same thing that is here. Now, if someone gives you something that is not clean, that is not clear, then an investigation reveals that it was given to you. You will be found wanting. Those are the laws of nature.
Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair.
Now, please. Attorney General, please. Nominated member Kebalang Fofana.
Chair, I'm not taking the house back, but I want clarity. Can the AG really come on the floor? Because he was quoted, and after he was quoted by a member, I can see him shaking his head. You know? So, and that member almost convinced me. So I want to know what this particular clause is actually saying.
Now, some members are suggesting it to be out and others to be in. Do we vote?
We all agree.
No, don't say that. Don't say all.
No. I have not made a decision yet. I want clarity. I'm also a member. Yes, but I want clarity. My vote counts. I cannot abstain.
Chair. Thank you. Okay. I can see is the bill is a difficult one. Some, from what I have heard, some understood it clearly, but it looks like some are still struggling to understand the import of this clause 75. It's not that what you are, if it is a gift, because I told you the definition of undue advantage is broad. But if we take a donation as an example, which we have been using, of course, Honorable Member for Latikunda used a different example, where you're dealing with, let's say, road construction contract, and a bidder gives you 2 vehicles. Unless you can say that is customary in that kind of trade or that kind of doing things, that doesn't fit under this definition at all. This is a situation where something given to you is now, or any undue advantage, because undue advantage doesn't necessarily have to be a material gift. But for our understanding, we are repeatedly using material gift or donation just to enhance our understanding. So if you get a material gift for which you have now been accused that by virtue of receiving that, are we together? By virtue of receiving that material gift in a form of a donation, for example, has caused undue advantage on you or has influenced you. Now, if you are accused of that, what this section is saying, in the proceedings where you are being accused of that, you are
disrupting this process.
The undue advantage that you are accused of. Section 75 is saying, in the proceedings in a court of law, you are prevented from using culture to justify what you have received. So your argument that that gift that you have received is cultural or is social will not be heard in a court of law. That's what Section 75 is saying. Because it's just preventing somebody saying, you've used different donations as example. Section 75 is saying, if your only defense is to say that, well, that gift for which you are accusing me.
Thank you.
Is it okay? I stop there? Okay, all right. Okay.
Now, nominate member Kebalang Fofana.
Chair, let's vote. I think I understand now. Let's vote. I can take a side.
Okay, now, the proposal...
Chair, I raised my tag. You didn't call me.
Please put off your mic.
No, but I have the right... I have the right to contribute in the debate.
Put off your mic. Order, please. Order. The member for Serekunda said he has right to contribute. He is right. Because he said he raised his tag. He is right. And when he raised his tag, I wrote his name. And indeed, all of you can attest that I called him, he was out. We are going to vote. We are going to vote.
You can still give me a chance.
No. Order.
You can still give me a chance.
No.
Yeah.
No, you should have asked me to give you a chance, but you said you have the right. You have the right. And I have and I also have the discretion to call according to my list. And I did that. You were away, and I also reserve the right not to give you the second chance. Thank you. And I'm exercising that. And also, I was just being informed also, it's just discretion. It's not by, for you to. Anyway, there is a proposal to delete 75. No, there is proposal, the proposal is to delete 75. Those in favor, please say aye.
Who submitted the proposal? Who submitted the proposal? Let us know.
No.
Who submitted the proposal?
No. Honorable,
Who submitted the proposal?
Honorable Chair.
Who submitted the proposal?
Honorable Chair.
Huh?
Honorable Chair. You
No,
first
no.
propose.
Who submitted the proposal?
Honorable Chair. You first propose. If there is division, then we do the voting. First propose, we vote on it. You don't do that. You are.
Chair,
Please, the proposal is to delete 75.
Chair.
No, sir.
No, Chair. Don't.
Please. Order, please. Please, order. You have the chance to say yes or no. And you have also the chance to call for division. Please. No, please. There's a proposal to delete 75. No, listen. Honorable members, we created precedents even today. There was proposal from the member for Cantora to delete that. And we read it yes or no, and we voted. Please.
Honorable Chair, we are asking you, where is the proposal?
Come from the...
No. He didn't submit any proposal for delete. He didn't submit. And the standing order said that he must submit.
Please.
Can we vote?
Division, we vote.
Can we vote?
Can we vote?
Yes, let's move.
Honorable members,
Can we delete it?
the proposal,
Let's delete it.
the proposal is clause 75, evidence of custom or conviction or inadmissible to stand as part of the bill. Those in favor, please say yes. Those not in favor, please say no. The noes have it.
Division.
There is a division.
All right.
Call for
Hello?
division.
Order. Those who want 75 to remain, raise your tag. Those who want 75 to remain. Over. 12. 14. Those who want 75 out, raise your tag. The result is as follows. Order, please. Order, please. Order, please. Those who are in for clause 75 to remain and they are the yes vote, 15 votes. Those who won 75 be deleted, and there are the no vote 21. Therefore, clause 75 is deleted.
Clause 76, prosecution of offenses.
Clause 76, there is amendment from the chair. Let's listen to him.
On that, 76-1, every prosecution for an offense under this act or any other law prohibiting bribery, corruption, and other related offenses.
There is order.
Shall be done with the consent
minority. There is order from the member for Oponyomi.
Honorable Chair, point order 29.5. No member shall use improper motive in any other member. I think honorable member for Central Body is saying that it's a useless bill now. So meaning that he is using that motive on the honorable members.
No, that order is that one is. Can you read it again?
Can you read it again? That's the interpretation.
Latikunda, member for Latikunda, please don't use your mic. Can you read the order again?
Put improper motive to any other member. That's what I said.
No, that is not applicable. The order is dismissed.
The chair was
now the chair. No. Member for not. Please, Opanyomi, don't talk without.
I said we're proposing amendment in 76-1. 76-1 reads, every prosecution for an offense under this act or any other law prohibiting bribery, corruption, and other related offenses shall be done with the consent of the Attorney General. We want to propose to change in that particular sentence where we have shall to be changed to may, where we have with the consent of the Attorney General to be in consultation with the Attorney General.
His proposal is 76-1 instead of the consent of the Attorney General to be in consultation with the Attorney General.
Yeah.
Instead of then to replace with the consent to in consultation with the Attorney General.
No. In consultation.
Consultation.
You know, I'm not sure what the law, because a criminal offenses is the state that prosecute. So, and then the Attorney General and the Gambia Police, so 80 section, section, I think 80 something, I'm not sure. So, you have to consent in certain cases. Attorney General?
Yes, I'm trying to think on top of my head, other than Section 85 of the Constitution, which the Attorney General, through the Office of the DPP, had full control of all prosecutions, irrespective of what type of prosecution it is. But there are other even white-collar crimes like abuse of office, I think, and corruption. We do remember we have some corruption offenses in our CPC for which the AG need to give fiat. We need to clear, and money laundering and others. There are specific offenses which the Attorney General need to give consent before trial. So I think the drafters are taking a cue from that.
No, wait.
Yes. The thing is, with the constitutional power of controlling prosecution in the Constitution, whether you put this or not, the AG can stop any prosecution, can take over any prosecution. So it doesn't matter who commences the prosecution. So I think with consent is important so that everything is done in line with the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution.
In Section 85 of the 1997 Constitution, control of prosecutions, the Director of Public Prosecutions shall have power in any case in which he or she considers it desirable to do so, and subject to the approval of the Attorney General.
Yes. Chair. Yeah.
Central body.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chair. 76(1), care must be taken. Now, if we say every prosecution for an offense under this act or any other law prohibiting bribery, corruption, and other related offenses shall be done with the consent of the Attorney General. What if Attorney General himself is a subject under investigation?
Somebody else, not him.
Please, let's.
Can I come in? Before order, in any government, before Attorney General is being prosecuted, he must have been removed from his position as Attorney General.
Yes.
And then a new Attorney General appointed. This is a constitutional provision. The member for Latikunda?
My worry is, we've gone up to Section 77 of where we are right now, and all of this pleasure. All of this is to the discretion.
76.
Yeah, 76 to the discretion of AG. This consent, does it mean approval or just for his information? Let me be very clear. Because how about if the AG say no, he or she is not going to be prosecuted?
I think it is.
Yes, you know, yes, Section 85 that you just read is also talking about private prosecution, which means if the authority, like this commission, for example, have private prosecutions, can he? Because if you go continue reading this constitution, it's telling you something that is subsection 5, where it defines in this section, private prosecution means a prosecution instituted by any person or authority other than the DPP. And here it's telling in the Constitution, I'm talking about the Constitution. Yeah. No, I'm talking about the Constitution, not the criminal. I'm talking about Constitution itself. So here, when you look at subsection 1C, at the bottom, it's saying to discontinue at any stage before judgment is delivered any criminal proceedings instituted or undertaken by himself or herself, provided that the Director of Public Prosecution shall not, one, take over and continue any private prosecution without the consent of the private prosecutor and the court. And in this instance, the private prosecutor is the...
In this instance, body corporate established public bodies, are they private? Yeah, AG?
This is not private prosecution. So this is public prosecution. Even if it is done by the commission, it's public prosecution, it's not private prosecution. So that is not applicable.
It's not a private institution. The commissions are not created by the Act of National Assembly, are not private institutions. They are not. Yeah, member for Serekunda West.
If we want to tamper with this, then it's going to conflict with the Constitution. We have to leave things as it is, because it's tied to the Constitution. And anything in conflict with the Constitution...
Order. The member for Serekunda is saying we should leave it as order. We should leave it as it is because it is in line with the Constitution.
Observation, Serekunda West.
So, okay, Serekunda West, the member for Serekunda West. The member for Serekunda West. It is proposed that Clause 76, prosecution of offenses stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 77, joinder of offenses.
Clause 77, joinder of offenses. Any issue? It is proposed that clause 77, joinder of offenses, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 78, certificate of indemnity.
Clause 78, certificate of indemnity. It is proposed that clause 78, certification of indemnity, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 79, protection of whistleblowers and information.
It has to do with
79.
Amendment.
You see, we are about to make a very progressive law. All of a sudden, we are going back.
No, please.
79.
No,
Is this 78?
No, member for that.
Huh?
No, you have to seek for the floor. No, I give it to the chair first. After him, then. Chair.
79.3. It is in page 48. The fine, we propose to amend the fine as follows. A fine of not less than $100,000 and not exceeding $300,000, or imprisonment for a term not less than 3 months and not exceeding 12 months, or both.
The proposal from the committee is on 79.3 for a fine of not exceeding $300,000.
The first one, we'll miss that one.
Oh, okay.
A fine not less than $100,000 and not exceeding $300,000.
Not less $100,000 and not exceeding $300,000. Or an imprisonment
for a term
of
not less than 3 months
or not more than 12,
and not exceeding 12 months. Not less than 3 months and not exceeding 12 months.
Yes, thank you.
Or both.
Thank you. Member for Latikunda.
My question about the certificate of indemnity is, this a person required, is this person a witness or an accused person? No, you guys very honorable, my talk was up, please. Let's be very clear about this. Is it an accused person or just a witness? Or a prosecution witness?
Please, honorable. Member for Central Badibu.
Honorable Chair, I think the proposal made by the chair need to be really looked at, because I don't think we need to put more penalties more than 100,000. I want us to leave as it is, because if not, you also discourage whistleblowers to participate. So, and it's very good.
The member for Serekunda West.
Review from my honorable colleague. I have a contrary view from my honorable colleague. You see, whistleblowing is to give information. And to give false information, you are damaging and destroying somebody's life. So we shouldn't take that lightly. I think that should get a very severe punishment. In as much as we want people to do whistleblowing, but they must give the true information, not false.
Kiang West.
Honorable Chair, a precedent was set here when it comes to punishment, and we observed that. And Speaker considered that to be an olden way of crafting, legal crafting, where they put both maximum of punishment and minimum. And I was only maximum, and I was suggesting that for that to be also minimum. And he insisted on that. And it is appearing again as punishment. for maximum and minimum. It came somewhere, we proposed that, and they disagree. So for consistency purpose, can we have a look at that?
Yeah, put off your mic, sir. No, they are different. It's not the same.
What is different?
No, please put off your mic, sir. Please. Please put off your mic.
Then explain the difference to us.
Yeah, please put off your mic. Nominated member Kebalang Fofana.
Thank you very much, Chair. I believe the intent of 79 is one, to protect whistleblowers and also to ensure that the information they are given is correct. If you look at society right now, the volume of this information is really high. To me, I believe even the proposal of the committee is small. If you must be a whistleblower, you have to be credible. Otherwise, an innocent person's life would be destroyed. So for me, I will propose even that 300,000, we take it to the 1 million. Okay? And instead of having a minimum, let's just have the maximum. Let's just say nothing less than 5 years. It's very, very serious for you to go out there and then spread false information about people. You know, and to conclude, it can be for any crime. Today you can go out and accuse someone of a very small crime, or the whistleblower can say something of a higher gravity. So I believe in as much as we have to protect them, but what is more important is to make sure that the information they are providing is credible. So the punishment have to be severe.
Attorney General.
Yes, first on Kiang, you don't need to be consistent throughout the legislation in a style of punishment. You have 2, 3 different ways of putting your punishments. You can prescribe a punishment where you are only interested in closing the upper limit. That's where when you use not more than or not exceeding, and you leave the lower limit open. You have an option of only closing the lower limit, where you say not less than, and you leave the upper one limit open. Or you have the situation of giving a range, not less than and not more than. So you give a range. So you can use it. I think you look at the context and what you wanting to punish. So you are at liberty. I want you to be free that you don't necessarily have to adopt one style throughout the entire length and breadth of the legislation. Now, this particular clause that, or sub-clause that you are looking at, which is 79.3, the test here, for somebody to be liable here, there must be proof that he knowingly did what he was doing. So the misinformation is with the knowledge, and that is very deliberate. If you know at the time of giving the information that the information is false, because the test of knowledge is there. If you look at it, it says a person who gives the information referred to in subsection 1, knowing the information to be false. So if you know what you are giving is false, then your intention is malicious. You just want to put somebody in trouble. So that's the test there, knowledge. You have to have knowledge. So innocent whistleblowers who don't know that their information is false, those ones are protected if they genuinely believe what they are giving is true. But if it is then to be any amount of proof that you knew as at the time you were giving the information, or you have no reason to believe what you are giving is true, then naturally your intention is not to fight corruption or to help the country. You are malicious. So I think I just make that clarification. But again, you can go back and see what punishment is appropriate in your view.
Nyanija.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. I think I wouldn't repeat what others have said, but I'm in agreement with the committee's proposal.
Central Badibu.
Thank you, Chair. Yeah, my colleagues are saying that, to say something about somebody's character. Yes, but we have other laws that cater for that. You have defamation. Do you understand? And we have sedition. So all those laws are there. But we are talking about...
No, Honorable, this one is this one. Forget about
Honorable,
this one.
no,
This one is this one.
No, but that's why I'm telling you, it's because of the debate or the contribution of other members. That's why I'm telling them that there are other laws that cater for them. But this one, the fine that is here, I'm appealing we maintain that one.
Okay.
This is my take.
Okay. Now, what is the final proposal from you? Let me hear from you so that we vote. The proposal is that 79, as amended by the chair, to not less than 100,000 and not exceeding 300,000, or not less than 3 months, or and not exceeding 12 months, or to both. It is proposed that
the monetary fine doesn't seem to proportionate with the prison sentence. If you look at it, what is there now?
300,000.
100,000 is equivalent to 2 years. What is there? And what you're proposing, 300,000 is not more than 12 months.
it's to be 5 years. Yes.
So that is issue of commensuration of monetary fine as to the custodial sentence. So if you can say not less than 1 year and not more than 2 or 3 years, so that you have given range monetarily and range in terms of custodial sentence. Yeah. But this is very bad. If you know what you are doing is wrong.
Nominated member Kebalang Fofana.
Somebody. It's bad.
Chairman, if you follow the trajectory as clearly alluded to by the Attorney General, but talk to Central Badibu, please.
Central Badibu, you know, there was an order against you, but he missed the number, and you left. He wanted to read.
Chair.
There is point of order from the member for Opanyomi.
Chair, proportionately.
There's point of order.
Honorable Chair, Order 29.4. It shall be out of order to use offensive or insulting language about members of the Assembly.
Thank you.
Honorable Member for Central Badibu used this bill is useless when he was going out and asked him to be tolerant.
He's correct.
Honorable Speaker, you have ruled on that already.
Central Badibu. Central Badibu. Ah. Order. Honorable member for Central Badibu. Did you say that? Use your mic. Use your mic. I mean, use your mic.
Honorable
Member for Central
Honorable
Badibu.
Chair.
Did you say that?
Honorable Chair, with all due respect, I did not say these people are trying to make fun of the Parliament. In fact, we are on a serious business. He's talking of something that happened 30 minutes ago. You know? No, I didn't. You are alleging me.
Order. Now that Honorable member for Central Badibu, you said you didn't say it, and you also said it happened 30 minutes ago. Thank you. Member follow us along. Now there are witnesses. Now let's ask, instead of going to Hansard, to the member follow us along.
I think the member want the media caption. This is why he say it. He say it. I think the member for Badibu wants media captions.
Please.
This is why, in fact, he passed through this and went down there. Why he shouldn't pass this way?
That's an improper motive, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That was good, at least. Now, nominated member Kebalang Fofana.
Honorable Chair, I think the Attorney General is right. The fine and punishment are not proportionate. if at all 100,000 fine is proportionate to 2 years. A minimum fine of 100,000, the imprisonment should start from 2 years, not exceeding 300,000. You go up to 6 years, or minimum 5 years. But you cannot say not exceeding 300,000 and you stop at 200. Misinformation is deadly. We want whistleblowers, but let us make sure the information they are giving is accurate. There should be a deterrent on that.
The proposal is that on the fine, not less than 100,000, and also on imprisonment, not less than 2 years and not exceeding 5 years for misinformation.
Chair, can I ask a question, please? For the committee chair.
Please, no.
Please, a very short question.
No, please, don't use
Because the bill has been...
The member for Central Baribu, sorry, member for all Union, please.
Honourable Chair, I think we're still on proposals for this particular clause. All the suggestions that are emanating from members, I wanted to have a different, thinking with regards to the punishment and the fine. Why not we go to have 1 million with at least 3 years imprisonment, for example? And that would suffice than, having 300,000 with 6 years imprisonment.
Please, Chair, hear me.
Because you always put it on your mic, I will not give you the... Yes, please, Central Baribu.
Yeah, this is a bill that has been before this committee for almost, it's coming to, I can say, half a decade. Understand? Yeah. When I say half a decade, I mean 5 years. It's almost 5 years. Understand? So what I'm saying is, I believe a lot of consultations have been done on this issue, and we need to make reference to the best practices happening in other part of the world, either the Attorney General or the mover of the motion, to help us. Do you understand? What are the penalties for such? Because you cannot just say because of whistleblowing, Tony, please, you are disturbing me. Do you know that? Because I want the speaker to listen, the chair to listen. You are distracted.
There are two proposals for 2 years and not exceeding 5 years, 100,000 and 300,000. There's another proposal, 500,000, not exceeding 500,000 or 3 years. Now let's go by the proposal of the minority, 100,000 and not more than 500,000 or 5 years.
Our proposal is 100,000, not less than 100,000, and not exceeding 300,000. That's where the AG has problem in terms of proportionality.
Yes.
That's say the fines are not proportional.
If you want to keep the fines that way, I have no problem.
Yeah.
But then the prison terms also need to match that way. So
Okay,
it has to be.
We are fine.
The minimum you can bring the minimum to 1 year.
100,000, maximum 300,000.
Yeah, we can bring the custodial sentence also to between 1 and 3 years or 1 and 4 years, so that it makes sense a little bit.
Then the sentence, the minimum should be?
Between 1 to 3 years will be okay.
1 year, and then maximum?
3 years.
3 years. 1 year, 3 years.
Or both.
Then, or both.
Yeah.
So let me read once more. A fine of not less than 100,000 and not exceeding 300,000, or imprisonment for a term not less than 1 year, or and not exceeding 3 years.
Good. Or both.
Or both.
Yeah. There you go.
Agree.
It is proposed that clause 79. Oh, member for Latikunda.
I want my proposal to be as it is, 83 sub 3. 2 years and 100,000 fine. That's my proposal.
The proposal is that from the committee, not less than 100,000 and or not exceeding 300,000, an imprisonment of not less than 1 year or not exceeding 3 years or both. That's the proposal of 79. It is proposed that clause 79 as amended, protection of whistleblowers and information as amended, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no.
No.
The ayes have it. No, there is no division. No, you use the mic. Okay, there is division. He called for division. Well, he called. Now we are going to vote now. All those who are in for the proposal, please raise your hand. For amendment. Yes. Twenty-six. 26. There is point of order from Opanyomi.
Honorable Gap, Order 29.4. It shall be out of order to use offensive and insulting language about members of the assembly. Honorable Member for Central Balibo has just used a word, I don't want to be part of your bad decisions.
Honorable members, order sustained. Member for Central Balibo, can you withdraw that?
Yeah.
Can
Yes,
you withdraw that?
I said it.
No, please
I
withdraw
don't
that.
deny it.
Withdraw.
I said I don't want to be part of bad history.
Honorable member, please withdraw that.
Bad history.
Honorable member, please
It's
withdraw.
not an insult. Okay, withdrawn.
Those, please, those not in favor, please raise your hand. Of the amendment, raise your hand. The result is as follows. Those in favor of the amendment 26 and those against 3. Therefore, it is amended. It is proposed, clause 79, protection of whistleblowers and information as amended. Clause 79. It is proposed that clause 79, protection of whistleblowers and information as amended, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 80, protection of witnesses, experts, and victims.
Clause 80, protection of witnesses, experts, and victims. It is proposed that clause 80, protection of witnesses, experts, and victims, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 81, protection of officers of the Commission.
Part 10, miscellaneous. Clause 81, protection of officers of the Commission. It is proposed that clause 81, protection of officers of the Commission, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 82, engagement of services of international institutions.
Clause 82, engagement of services of international institutions. It is proposed that clause 82, engagement of services of international institutions, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 83, application of the provisions of this Act.
Yes. Member for Olyndum.
I just want, I want more clarity on this particular clause.
Yes, please.
I was saying, I want more understanding of this particular clause. I'm reading, but
Attorney General
can't-
Clause 83. He want the member for audience to want an explanation. This one, regardless of, I'm not sure.
Yeah, what this section is saying, you know, it has given prosecutorial powers to commission officials. But this section is saying, in any other proceedings, even if it is not by the officials of the commission, if the offense is related to this act will apply. So it could be a prosecution done by the police or the DPP's office or somebody else. If it is corruption related, the provisions of this law will apply. So the application of the law is not only restricted to when the officials of the commission are prosecuting.
Honorable members, are you okay? Member for Kiang West?
He has talked about where it is not restricted to. I'm asking, then by extension to where also?
I don't understand your question, but I'll just read for the benefit of everybody once more. He said, notwithstanding any other law to the contrary, the provisions of this act shall apply to the prescribed offenses regardless of whether the prosecution or any other proceedings in respect of such offenses are instituted or taken by an officer of the commission or a police officer or any other officer having powers to investigate, prosecute, or take any proceedings in respect of such offense. So the application of this law is irrespective of who is carrying out investigation and prosecution. It will still apply. Even if it is police handling the matter, the provisions will apply.
It is proposed that clause 83, application of the provisions of this act stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. That is have it.
Clause 84, general penalty for other offenses.
Yes, amendment from the chair of the report. On
It
clause
has
84.
to do with fines, and the proposal is that the fine not less than $100,000 and not more than $300,000, or imprisonment not less than 1 year and not more than 3 years, or both, just like the other one. Not less than $100,000 and not more than $300,000, or an imprisonment not less than 1 year and not more than 3 years, or both.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
AJ.
Once you want to talk about punishments getting into custodial sentences of a year and above, they are no longer miscellaneous. So specific areas where serious punishments are required, they have been stated in those sections. This is a general punishment section and it's under the miscellaneous. So usually, I think it's just tidying up to say in the event somebody commits any miscellaneous offense for which no specific punishment has been prescribed. So the drafters have done their best to wherever a serious offense is anticipated, a punishment is put put there. But this one, if you want to elevate it to custodial sentences of a year, 2 year, 3 year, then it's no longer a miscellaneous matter. It should be that's a substantive matter. I believe the drafters are in order here. because the likelihood of invoking this section will be maybe a very trivial or miscellaneous kind of an offense. Because if the offenses are expected to be a serious one, they would have already been captured somewhere, because it will be obstructions, failing to give information. We have seen all the offenses have been captured somewhere. This is a general provision in the event that somebody is convicted and no specific offense is created. They recommended 6 months imprisonment and 50,000. I don't mind, you can expand it up to a year, but the moment you are going into years, it's no longer a misdemeanor. You are now making it a felony.
Central Badibu.
Thank you very much. Chair, Honorable Minister, I think some of your suggestions need to be firm because we rely on you entirely. And, because the way laws are drafted here, we set a lot of precedents here in this parliament. We have been looking at bills, but this kind of bill, the suggestions that are coming to the floor of this National Assembly, they are making the bill to be redundant. I'm telling you, because we have looked at cases here. Now, what is the essence of this general penalty for other offenses? When we have looked at, other offenses, and the title of the bill is Anti-Corruption Bill. Now you are talking of these small offenses that you want to attach to it.
Member for Brikama North and Minority Leader.
Honorable Chair, what I'm providing here is not something that we are taking from the floor. I think this has been brought by the committee that did wide range of consultation before they reached to this particular report. I believe that consultation should have done justice to the bill.
Nyanija.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. I think I will go by the proposal as provided for, because if you look at it, and as rightly put by the Attorney General, this is a general provision, general penalty, rather, for other offenses that might not definitely been captured in the general provisions of the act, of the bill. These are miscellaneous this thing. That's why this part is named miscellaneous. If you don't know it, go and search it in the dictionary. So honestly, Honorable Chair, as to me, we leave it as it is. Let us not even add it to 1 year or so, because I believe all other offenses, as far as anti-corruption is concerned, they are expressly captured in the bill. Thank you.
Nominated Member Kebalang Fofana.
Honorable Chair, I think this provision is really progressive. It's really progressive. And the member for Central Badibu needs to understand that all the committee was trying to do is to make sure that the bill becomes what? More efficient. The committee is neither reducing the fine or reducing the custodial sentence. What they are doing, in fact, they are increasing it. And now we are accepting what the AG is saying, because he's enlightened everybody to know that whatever might have been a grave offense have already been covered by what? The bill. So this one is out there for eventualities altogether. And that's the progressive nature of the bill itself. So I strongly believe, Honorable Chair, we shouldn't waste our time based on that proposal. Let's just move with what the AG said and then we go. We are neither increasing it now nor reducing it. We are leaving it as it is because we are convinced. Let's move on. Let's leave it as it is. We go. The committee have agreed because AG is
It is proposed that Clause 83, application of the provisions of this Act, stands part of the bill. Those in favor?
General penalty.
It is proposed that Clause 84, general penalty for other offences, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 85, powers of police officers.
Clause 85, powers of police officers.
No issue.
Clause 85, powers of police officers. It is proposed that clause 85, powers of police officers, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 86, Commission's power to make rules.
Clause 86, Commission powers to make rules. It should be, instead of commissions, it should be commission.
The title said commission, but the text is giving the authority to the chairperson. I don't know whether the committee saw that. The title said the commission's power to make rules. But the power to make rules in the text is vested in the chairperson. I think we, as we did in earlier, let's vest that authority in the commission. And I'm okay, yeah, that's all right.
There is a proposal to amend 86, under the commission's power to make rules. I think the commission should be apostrophe, yes. The chairperson, instead of chairperson, it is proposed that to read the commission. It is proposed that clause 86 as amended, commission power to make rules, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 87, right of appeal.
Clause 87, right of appeal. It is proposed that clause 87, right of appeal, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Busumbala, Fonyi Bintang, and Janjambure, I'm not sure if you are within the complex of this.
Clause 88, yeah, repeal and savings.
Clause 88, repeal and savings. It is proposed that clause 88, right of appeal, repeal and savings, 88, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. There is a proposal for additional clause from the committee.
Chairman, stop at 86. Can you tell central body to borrow me this?
Central body, yes.
Honorable Chair, the proposal is to add an additional clause which will read clause 89, duty of confidentiality and oath of secrecy.
That's new.
Duty of confidentiality and oath of secrecy. And 89.1, every member of the commission, the executive secretary, and every other staff of the commission shall maintain confidentiality and secrecy of any complaint, document, report, and any other information relating to the implementation of this act that becomes known to him or her, or comes into his or her possession or his or her control. And 2, a member of the commission and the executive secretary shall take the oath of secrecy and do execution of office.
The last one.
It should come before repeal. It should come before repeal. Maybe it should be 88 and repeal 89. AG?
Yeah. If the new section is approved, yes, the drafters will look at, we insert it appropriately. Usually repeal comes last, so we can insert it before repeal. Yeah.
It is proposed that...
Yeah, the last one, we did not hear.
If you listen to their proposal, law doesn't warn, law deter. What is the punishment if any commissioner fail to maintain the confidentiality? You did mention that there. Either they are going to be fined or they are going to prison. Is there?
Attorney General.
But
we have what we call the Oaths Act. So if they are made to take oaths, breach of oaths are taken care of. Yes. In a
I'm
different.
comfortable. Let it be there, please. How
No,
many?
there is a specialized legislation for that, Honorable. So if you are in breach of your secret, the oaths that you have taken, there is a specialized legislation that deals with that.
I want the
No,
minority.
Central Party, I told you not to use your mic. I'm not going to
You
give
know,
you.
my hand is very flexible.
No,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
not going to give you the floor. No. This one, you can go to bed with this one. Hmm? Please, can you read the text again?
The last one. 2. A member of the Commission and the Executive Secretary shall take the oath of secrecy and due execution of office.
It is proposed that a new clause be inserted and as read by the chair to form part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Thank you.
Clerk. Clerk. Order, the House now resumes. Order, the House now resumes. Thank you. Clerk, honorable members, I will now call the Attorney General and Minister for Justice to report.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I'm happy to report that the bill entitled the Anti-Corruption Bill 2019 has gone through the consideration stage and is ready to be adopted with amendments. Thank you.
Clerk? It is
a motion.
honorable members. Honorable members, the third reading for the Anti-Corruption Bill 2019 is now scheduled for Tuesday, 28 June 2023 for the Attorney General to move for the third reading. However, before this date, the Attorney General's office is hereby urged to comply with Order 7220 of the standing orders to ensure that the amended version of the bill is printed and circulated to members in advance. Honorable Attorney General, honorable members, I wish to thank you.
Motion.
No.
Motion.
Honorable members, yes. The member for Fonyi Councillor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Order 53 E4 ABC. In accordance with clause 68 1 and 2, I rise to move the motion for the bills entitled the Constitutional Amendment Bill 2023 be adopted, committed to the Committee of the Whole House for consideration, and 2, Medicine and Related Products Amendment Bill 2023 be committed to the Committee of the Whole House for consideration. Thank you.
Any seconder? Member for Bunu Kakunda.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I rise to move. Second the motion.
It has been moved and seconded that the ABC to commit the Constitutional Amendment Bill 2023 and Medicines Control and other related Bill 2023 to the Committee of the Whole House. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Honorable members, at this juncture, I wish to thank all of you for your service to the nation and participation in today's session. And now I put the question. Be it resolved that this August Assembly do stand adjourned until Monday, 18 September 2023. Please, honorable members and honorable member staffs and others in the public gallery, you have to be seated until the speaker is done with whatever I am doing. Please. Be it resolved that this August Assembly do stand adjourned until Monday, 18 September 2023. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. This Assembly now stands adjourned until Monday, 18 September 2023 at 10 a.m. prompt.